Hello everybody and welcome back to Challenge Fatty. Welcome back to the AMA episode. Yes, that's right. This is the AMA or Ask Me Anything. I've been kind of teasing this for weeks in different episodes and saying please put your comments. Well, put your questions in the comments. Most people have either actually, because most of my subscribers are people I work with. So quite a lot of people came up to me and asked me questions or sent it through the works email. So yeah. Anyway, first question comes from Chris at work. Is this my real accent? No, this is not my real accent. I spent a lot of time I grew up in Cumbria, which has a strong accent. Spent a lot of time down south racing among strong accents. Spent a lot of time with my family in Scotland among strong accents. Went to university in North Wales. Sorry, there's a car coming. Where was I? Oh yeah. Went to university in North Wales among strong accents, and have been working in the Northwest among Manx, Scousers, North Walians, people from Stoke, just a lot of strong accents. And as a result, I haven't really developed a single accent. I have, as my missus calls it, a chameleon accent, which annoys the crap out of her. Basically, I kind of merge into whatever accent I'm around. So if I'm around my Cumbrian friends, I go quite broad Cumbrian. If I'm among my German colleagues, allegedly, I slip into a faux German accent. This can be very infuriating for a lot of people. This can be very upsetting to some and offensive to a lot of others. And I can only apologise. It's just the way I am. I don't do it on purpose. It is just something I do. I'm trying to work on not doing it, but also I don't really have a normal accent. I don't know what my accent is. So yeah, anyway, that's question one. Next question comes in from Steve, and it is, why do I do this? Which is a very, very vague question. I don't know. Originally, all this started out with a blog where I tried to do a triathlon incredibly cheaply because I was frankly shocked at how expensive triathlons were when I first started looking at them. Christ, it'll be about 12 years ago now. So I wanted to do a cheap triathlon. Sorry, the dog is now just sniffing at the trees. So I wanted to do a cheap triathlon. That then changed into Challenge Fatty, the blog, where I do various challenges, whether that's a 24-hour mountain bike ride, riding across the country, triathlons up to half Ironman, and so on. And then I was basically, when I was doing one of the Trans-Pennine Trails, riding across the country, I realised that I couldn't put into words what I was seeing. I couldn't put the depth of the experience into words. I don't have a vocabulary. I don't have the presence and the storytelling ability to do that. I don't even have the speaking ability at this very second. But so I wanted to basically take a camera with me, and then I'll be able to show you, not just tell you. So that's why I do it. Now, should I keep on doing it? That's a different question. And just get across a muddy bit there. That's why I do it, Steve. Because I want to share in these amazing experiences which I get to do. And I want to kind of show people that you don't have to be some elite athlete. You don't have to give up 2/3 of your working week to go training and sacrifice your job, your family, and your health. Well, not your health, but your wealth to go and do this. You could just do this anyway. That's why I do it. Okay, so next question comes in from Guy, not a guy, just Guy, and he said, "Are you going to do the Three Peaks cyclocross again?" Since doing last year, I've consulted a physio, and they've said that my ankles are in no fit state to do it. There isn't much I can do to make them better. So, sensible answer would be no. But me being me, I'm not going to rule it out. At some point I might do it again. Definitely not this year. I'm in no fit state to do it this year. This year I'm going to concentrate on a bit more running with the 10k series I'm doing. And I'm going to be walking the Three Peaks, hopefully, later in the year. I'm also doing Snowdon in a couple of weeks. Walking Snowdon, or climbing Snowdon, however, whatever the terminology is. So yeah, sadly, Guy, no, I will not be doing the Three Peaks cyclocross this year. Okay, next question comes in from Elena. What is your lowest, highest, and most bizarre moment? Highest would probably be completing the 24-hour mountain bike race for Mountain Mayhem. I did that solo and on a road bike, and not coming last. That was, I beat teams of people, which completely threw me. So that was quite a high point. Finishing the half Ironman, that blew my mind as well. Just being able to do that. Those are some of the real big high points so far. Getting to race the Enduro car at Brands, because it was my first ever car race. Last year's British 24-hour. There's a lot of high points, and trying to pick one out is very difficult. Low points, likewise, very difficult to pick out. One of the biggest ones was the second time I tried to do Transpennine Trail. That's a 215 mile route from the northwest to the northeast of England, and I'd done it once, went into the second time, I think it was 9 years later, being really cocky, thinking I know what I need to do. I was massively undertrained, massively underprepared. I broke one bike within the first third, and then within 2 hours, I jumped on the spare bike, and then within 2 hours I'd broken that bike, and I literally sat at the side of the road crying because I'd let down the charity I was riding for, I'd let down myself, and it made me realise exactly how arrogant I'd been, that I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I had everything covered when in fact I hadn't even covered the basics. And that was quite possibly one of my lowest points. Strangest point would probably be the Warrington Way Ultra. That's a 40-mile ultra marathon, funny enough, around Warrington, and I completed it. I completed it way faster than I thought I was going to, but the last, I'd say, hour, I was incredibly tired, very depleted, and hallucinating, to the point where I hallucinated that my father, who had been dead for 18 years at this point, was in front of me, and I was trying to catch him. Turns out it was another bloke in a race, who was definitely not my dad, and he was completely freaked out when I did catch him and shouted to Dad at him, grabbed his shoulder. He turned around, I realised he wasn't dead, and yeah, that possibly is the weirdest moment I've ever had during this whole thing. Yeah. Okay, next question comes in from Susan, and the question is, would I ever consider doing a marathon? Now, kind of fitting, seeing how today is London Marathon Day and my boss should be finishing about now, really. Yes, is the short answer. Basically, I've done every other distance. I've done 5k, 10k, half marathon, ultra marathon. So yeah, that classic marathon box is yet to be ticked. So yes, I would consider it. I am in the ballot for next year's London Marathon. Whether I'll actually get a space, I've been in the ballot for the last 6 years and never got in, so it's there, it's a possibility. If I don't do that, I might do I might do Manchester or one of the local ones. But yes, I would like to do a marathon at some point. Next question comes from Kev, and it's a simple one, which is, am I doing more EV content? Sticky situation. I can't really do more EV content and do specific mileage for a video using my company car for obvious tax-based reasons. However, I can do it for commuting stuff. So I am about to start filming a video about commuting with an EV. Not meaning to give the game away, but I think it's going to answer a few questions which people have. And yes, I will be doing more EV content. I may rent, borrow, loan cars to go off and do these videos. But as it was one of the most popular videos, it seems sensible that I do another one, or just more of them. So next question is, and this is an important one, do I get embarrassed doing pieces of camera like this, or riding along with a camera? I used to, and as you saw earlier on, if there's a car coming, I will put the camera down, or if there's if I'm in a group of people, I probably won't do this. I wouldn't say it's embarrassed, it's more I don't really want to walk past somebody talking on my phone, them see that I'm talking to myself, and spend the rest of the time wondering what it is. Also, I'm having to raise my voice slightly, and I don't think it's very fair on people for me to walk past them almost shouting. So I wouldn't say I'm embarrassed, but it's not something I would do in a crowded street or anything like that. Yeah, hope that answers the question. Okay, so with that, I think we're done for the day. If you have any more questions for Ask Me Anything, put them in the comments below. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe and all that genuinely standard YouTube shite. And I will speak to you shortly, hopefully, during the next challenge. Yeah, see you soon. Bye.